Okay, so this is Wakia. Listen up here because this is real important. And I sent out a little thing on Google saying I was going to do a video on this, and this is like super, super important for all of us. Okay, so here's the deal. You all probably know that I have a nonprofit organization, registered, legal, 501(c), whatever you want to call it. And it's called Campfire Council. Now what I decided to do, okay, is I'm going to convert this Campfire Council over. I'm in the process now, and I will be contacting some people regarding legal matters. I'm going to convert it over to a sacred organization, or they would call it a religion, okay, a religious organization. I don't care what they call it, we know what it is. It's sacred, it's basically non-denominational, it's spiritual, okay? So I created a website or a community on Google, which I sent out to some people, and I want everybody to look at the link below. I'll put it in the show notes too, but there's also the Campfire Council's official site. But I'm going to put it probably in the commentary section and in the show notes, the link to the Google site. I want you to go there and just say accept invitation or whatever it says on there and join the Campfire Council. And here's why. Because as a religious organization and a sacred indigenous religious organization, or I'd prefer to call it sacred, but religion is nothing more than a set of belief systems. We know that. And I might start a new channel on YouTube with the Campfire Council. This came to me from Spirit. Now this is going to protect us. This is going to protect everybody that belongs in it, because they're going to start coming up, and they already are, with new definitions about what is challenging authority is crazy, and you can't talk this way and that way, and the internet, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. They can't attack religion. They haven't yet. Not in this country, not our religions here. They will, eventually. Because even the Bible says, Babylon the Great, you know, the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns will throw off the harlot, meaning false religion or religion or whatever, supposedly. But this cyber security thing that they're doing, now this is really important. This thing that Obama keeps mentioning, the cyber security, and there's going to be a cyber attack on all the banking systems and all that. They're setting us up for a bank run, a cyber attack, a bail-in. They're also setting us up for censorship on the internet. It's about a quarter of the way, maybe more there. So under the religious umbrella, as guaranteed by the Constitution, we can say pretty much anything. Like religions, you know, even the Bible talks against, and Jesus talked against authority. That's how you get away with it, okay? You can't sue a religion. You can't throw somebody in jail for having a certain belief system within a religious context or a sacred context or a congregational context. And this is all going to be legal because you know what? I am an ordained minister. Now, I know that sounds weird, but there's a website you can go to in California, I think it's pretty much universal, called the Universal Life Church. And they honestly do, if you apply, they will honestly ordain you as a minister, because they've been doing this for years, and it's legal. I've checked it out. I can marry people, do anything I want. And they do it specifically for this purpose, so people can form their own belief systems and religions. And when you look at it, even the Native American church, okay, has their sacraments. They can eat peyote. They can do a lot of different things. So people, we have to beat them at their own friggin' game, okay? We're sacred anyway, so we might as well form a congregational type thing. And we'll call it, and we'll use the name. It's already registered as a 501, but we're going to convert it over to a religious. So there will be precepts. Now, if you go to the website, you'll see the official website or the one on Google, which again, I'm going to put links to down here. I want everybody to join up, everybody that listens to me, everybody that cares about me, because this will allow me to speak truth without any harm, okay, for right now. You know, I can see things coming down the road where they're just going to abolish religion. Okay, they're going to abolish it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it. Just like they're abolishing everything else, because religion will be, or the sacred belief systems will be the last things that they can attack constitutionally, okay? And they're already eroding at it, okay? But at least that big dummy Bill Clinton did one thing. He allowed sacrament, peyote as a sacrament, or whatever you choose to have, you know, as a sacrament in your sacred organization. Now, this is going to be a sacred organization, not a church. We could call it a church. What's in a name? Nothing. It's just a name. You could call it a, you know, a lurch or whatever. But this is what's happening here now, okay? This is what's happening. I want you to, 12 people have already accepted the invitation to the Campfire Council on Google, okay? And this will allow me to post things there. It will allow me to email all you people real easy, boom, just post a thing and you'll get it. This is beautiful, really. We have to use their own system against them, our own tactics, and they cannot attack religion. They cannot attack sacred beliefs. They cannot attack, although they have in the past with the, but see, that's protected. That's the last vestige of protection that exists right now, is doing it under the, and also there's financial things that, you know, loopholes that we can use too. Now, we don't necessarily have to make this official, as long as we say we're a religion or a religious organization. We put the precepts as to what we follow, which I can easily, they're already on the, if you look at the website, they're already there. Just read the, you know, the prospectus right under Campfire Council, and you'll see what they are. They're listed. This is brilliant. This is something whose time has come. It's time for us to shift to our own Campfire Council. It will actually be a tribe, a sacred tribe, you know, the Campfire Council, and congregation. Congregation meaning people congregating for a specific purpose. I'm going to get Nat and some other people to help me on the legal end of it. She doesn't even know that yet, but she will now when she sees this video. And that's the way it's going to shake out here. Because this stuff they're doing, this Obama keeps mentioning over and over, and I told everybody that the internet's going to go down, and that the, you know, that this is going to be used as some kind of excuse. They're already setting it up, and he keeps repeating this over. He did it in the State of the Union, I heard, because I didn't watch it, and he does it when he's out on the trail or the road or whatever you want to call it. He keeps repeating about cyber hacking, and we're going to expect a huge attack on the financial institutions and possibly the internet, and everything else could freaking go down, okay? So we're going to be ready for it, okay? And we're going to have our own group of people. Now, when you post on there, everybody, post some sacred things, some indigenous things. You can post pictures. You can post We can talk about anything. We can talk about, I mean, even, you know, even some of the videos from Ukraine, anything. We can talk about anything on there. And again, if I can do it, I'm going to form a Campfire Council on YouTube, a backup channel, if you will. All these will still be here. But we got to plan ahead here, okay? Because I see shit coming down the road. And that's, shit is a official religious word in our organization. We can have any precepts, we can have any doctrine, okay, which will basically be sacred and indigenous and nature oriented. Nothing wrong with that, is there? And Taoist, some Taoist, and whatever anybody wants to contribute in that vein, even different interpretations of biblical passages, anything, as long as it's not a dogma, okay, dogmatic, set of rules under the fear of guilt and sin and hellfire and all that good stuff. No, that's not our belief system, okay? And then this will give me a chance to expound on some sacred things, offer up some things, and I'm going to form a board of directors, and I got 3 people in mind already, 2 people that I talked to already, and I mentioned who they are. And we're going to make decisions, and we might even take donations, and we will take donations. And of anything, maybe even land, and I tried this before, but I don't think I was taking the specific right approach to this. So this is all going to lift our spirits, okay? It's going to lift our spirits and give us a community, just like the people that go down the little street to the steepled church and they have a community and they help each other. That's good. That's good. There's nothing in this, so we can do that. We can do that. We can help each other long distance, call each other, set up phone calls, counsel each other, help each other out when there's rough times, take up contributions for one another if we need it. We can do anything, and that's what we're going to do. And we can talk freely about world affairs. Why? And not come under that thing about being against authority. That's all bullshit. Okay? That's all a bullshit thing so that they can label you as mentally ill. No, you're not mentally ill if you're talking about, let's say the Bible talks about authority all the time, and Jesus talked about being against authority and, you know, giving Caesar's things to Caesar and God's thing to God, and the whole ball of wax. So you can talk about anything you want, world conditions, what's happening, without fear of them labeling us. If they label us, they're attacking our religion. They can't do that. Period, end of story. They can't stifle religious practices yet. Now, do I see that coming down the road? Yeah, but when that comes down the road, we'll make alternative plans, right? And we can have anything in and it's already in there about survival and self-protection, and all of that stuff is in there. The Campfire Council, isn't this great? Picture it, sitting around a campfire, having a council, but this Campfire Council is going to be on the internet. And we can have conference calls through Gmail and all kinds of things. We'll use their system as long as it's here for our purposes. This is called strategic thinking and the art of spiritual warfare. I hope you're all excited about this, because I am. And in order for me to stay excited and to stay on here doing videos, I want support in this. I want moral support by you. If you belong to a religion, shame on you anyway. If you're buying into some dogmatic belief system, There's nothing that says that you can't be multi-religious, okay, or multi-sacred, or do whatever you want and offer your ideas in this. You can belong to 2 different churches or 2 different belief systems or whatever, in addition to the one you're in, or what. I mean, even if you're atheist, you cannot deny Great Spirit. I mean, this is tribal, okay? So even if you don't believe in God, call it Great Spirit, or the Spirit that moves in all things, or nature, or whatever the frick you want to call it. But we're making some moves here that are protective. I've always done this. I've always seen ahead. And look, I want to be able to move freely on the internet. If I'm going to be here without fear of somebody tagging me or flagging me or doing this or doing that. And when I do this new channel, if I do it, which I probably will, on YouTube, it will be the Campfire Council congregation with the precepts on there. See, go to our website. I think this will appeal to a lot of people, and if we spread the word about this, we're forming up as almost like a tribe. We're banding together, like I say. BT, band together. Form a group, form a organization, sacred organization. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly legal. And you don't even really have to register it and go through all that stuff with the IRS if you don't want tax-exempt status. If you want tax-exempt status, you can still have it up to a certain amount before you have to register. We'll get this all worked out. But we can get away with, we can get, there's loopholes. It's called bartering. We barter with one another for different things. We trade with one another. We have sacred socials, just like they have church socials. This is the way to go. Now, if you have any comments about this, put them on here right now, or any objections or anything else, and I'll consider what you say, and then I'll shoot it down. No, but I can't see too many problems with this, and I'd like to let's try to keep the comments positive. If you see certain areas that could be obstacles, turn it around and make it a positive. We can overcome this obstacle by, that type of thing. So that's it. I'm going to keep this video kind of short. I wanted to get it out today. And we will also keep each other informed about world affairs, and we'll have our own take on it, which will be sacred and indigenous. And as far as what you address me, or if anybody else wants to go to the Universal Life Church, it's just Google Universal Life Church, sign up and get your credentials as a ordained minister. Okay, and they'll even give you a certificate. It's legal. I've checked into it. So, and it's free. So do that, and then we'll have a group of people that can claim, we can say we have we'll call it a council, or like in a tribe. It'll be the elders of the tribe, okay? Not like elders in the Mormon church or it'll be elders in the tribe. It'll be the tribal elders, okay, sitting in council and counseling people, okay? So let's get on this. I'm already on it. When I get an idea, when Spirit gives me an idea, I'm on it, boom, like that. And and we can literally help each other, physically, spiritually, financially. If somebody's hurting in our congregation, we take up a donation. We take up We help them. We all help each other. And the more people that we can get in this, of kindred mind, so if you know of anybody that's tired of the hypocritical BS on the outside that you see in all these religions that are claimed to be, sacred and follow the tenets of Yeshua or whoever, and they don't. It's like most of the government that call themselves Christian. We're branching off here. If we talk about the Bible, it'll be from it'll be from our viewpoint. Metaphorically, or the words of Yeshua or the enlightened master. Okay? So let's think this over, people, and if you like this idea, share it with people that you think would be into this. We don't want we don't want trolls in here. Let's vet these people, find out who they are. Okay? I can just kind of get an indication of where people are coming from by what they post, like some of the beautiful pictures that have been posted on there already by a certain person, Lupe. Welcome. So anyway, I'll leave it there today. Check out the links below that I'm going to put up here for the Google site and even in the About section where it says Campfire Council and Spirit of Crazy Horse and all this. I'll put it in there too. I'll put new Google site for Campfire Council or whatever. And there's a mailing list. I mean, this is perfect. It'll shake out good. And I'll have a board of directors so that, if anything happens to any of us, the rest will be able to carry on this idea, Thunder's idea of bypassing the red tape, bypassing the bullshit, okay, that we see out there that is starting to take place. And it's coming down quick, people, so we got to organize. We have to have alternative means of communications. We're going to have people in all countries. It's going to be a universal, sacred organization. We may get thousands if this is done right, hundreds of thousands. Look at how many people in Europe love the native culture and post pictures, and so this is up to you too. So in a sense, you people out there that join up will be bearers of light. Let's put it that way, not proselytizers. Don't like that. Bearers of light to spread around and to bring people into the tribe, okay, or the congregation, if that's the word they like. We just put in the words that they like, but we know what we're all about, don't we? Okay, let's leave it there. Thunder's out of here. Kind of excited about this. Give me some feedback. Love all you people. Walk the red road. Come from your heart. Open up your energy centers. And we'll be doing a lot of talking about some of those kind of things to make sure that they know that this is a spiritual yoga, whatever, union with the higher source. Okay, people, adios. I'm out of here. Let's get moving on this.